Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. In this presentation, I will discussing a critical yet often overlooked aspect of modern business management, IT governance at the board level. Today, we will explore why IT governance is vital, the challenges board face in overseeing IT, and how a structured framework can help bridge these gaps. Let's dive in. Let's begin by discussing the importance of corporate governance and IT governance in modern businesses. Corporate governance is essential for directing and controlling organizations, ensuring alignment with strategic objectives. However, when it comes to IT governance, many organizations face challenges. There is often a lack of board level understanding of how IT impacts businesses, leading to insufficient control over IT resources. Now, let's talk about the core issues. First, there is insufficient board oversight when it comes to IT governance. Despite the critical role IT plays in organizations, small startups, there are no standardized guidelines for boards to follow this. This results in a lack of clear direction for managing IT resources and ensuring that IT strategies align with business goals. Boards need better guidance on how to exert effective control over IT operations. There is a significant gap in existing literature. While many acknowledge the importance of IT governance, very few provide a clear framework for organizing and implementing it. This is where our model comes into play, offering practical guidelines that can help bridge the gap and empower boards to take a more active role in IT decision. To address these challenges, our research introduces the what, who, and how of IT governance model. This model is designed to provide clarity on three key aspects: what needs to be addressed, who should to be involved in IT governance, and how to approach it. In addition, we propose the Penta bottom line for IT governance, which extends the traditional corporate governance focus areas to include specific IT concerns. So, in reviewing the literature, we examine definition of corporate and IT governance, as well as models like Nolan and McFarlane's IT strategic impact grid. One major takeaway is that IT governance should be treated with the same rigor as corporate governance, with a focus on strategic alignment and performance measurement. Now, let's move on the conceptual framework and methodology work in this paper. The framework is built around the three key questions. Number one, what should be addressed in IT governance? Number two, who should be involved in decision making? And number third, how should these IT governance issues be tackled? To determine an organization's IT governance mode, we utilize the IT strategic impact grid. This grid classified organizations into four modes: sport, factory, turnaround, or strategic, depending on how critical IT is to their operations. Based on organization's IT mode, the framework then proposed different board-level committee structures to oversee and govern IT activities effectively. This approach ensures that the governance structure is tailored to the organization's specific needs and strategic goals. Corporate governance is built on several key principles. These include accountability, responsibility, fairness, transparency, and competence, commitment, and courage. Additionally, stakeholders' interests must be considered inclusively, ensuring that decisions made at the board level reflect the needs and priorities of various parties involved, such as employees, customers, investors, and the community. Let's talk about challenges and considerations. Implementing good governance comes with challenges. Boards must weigh the interest of diverse stakeholders, including regulatory bodies, the market, and the industry. There is also a need to consider the perspective of media, employees, investors, customers, and the wider community. Balancing these interests is not easy, but it is so essential for achieving effective governance. Another key aspect is importance of strong leadership. A key component of successful governance is strong leadership. Corporate governance is above all a leadership effort. Leaders must balance multiple factors to ensure that the organization operates effectively and in alignment with its goals. This is especially true for IT governance, where strong leadership is necessary to bridge the gap between technical details and business strategy. So, in summary, corporate governance plays a vital role in ensuring that organizations are directed and controlled effectively. The key characteristics are accountability, fairness, and transparency. These characteristics are as relevant to IT governance as they are to corporate governance. By applying these principles and following the framework we have outlined, boards can take a more active role in IT governance and address the gaps that currently exist in practice. Now that we have gone over the conceptual framework and methodology, I will pass it to my other group member Hrithik, who will explain the next section in more details and further expand on how this model can be applied in practice. Thank you.
And so now in this slide, we are going to discuss about triple bottom line concept in corporate governance. Okay, so what is triple bottom line concept? It is a sustainability framework that expands corporate success measurement beyond just financial profit to include environmental and social performances. It encourages business to focus on three critical areas. First, economic prosperity. This dimension ensures that the organization remains financially profitable while considering its financial impact on stakeholders, including shareholders, employees, and customers. Companies must balance profit making with global financial integration, ensuring sustainable growth in community markets. Second is environmental sustainability. Focuses on reducing the negative impact of products and services on the environment. This includes adopting eco-friendly practices, reducing resources consumption, and minimizing waste. The organization must innovate by using sustainable technologies to lower its ecological footprints, ensuring long-term environmental viability. Now, third is social responsibility. Ensures that the organization vision and strategy align with the societal values. Social responsibility includes taking actions that benefit all stakeholders, such as fair labor practices, ethical sourcing, and community engagement. This helps build trust and maintain a positive relationship with society. Now, what's the importance of triple bottom line? By optimizing all three components, economic, environmental, and social, the triple bottom line approach allows organizations to operate sustainability, and it balances financial success with societal good, reduces risk, and fosters long-term resilience and reputation. Now, now we discuss about the Penta bottom line in IT governance and its 5 key factors. The Penta bottom line extends the principle of the triple bottom line, economic, environmental, and social performance to include additional dimensions relevant to IT governance. System triple bottom line encourages companies to focus on financial, environmental, and social aspects. The Penta bottom line incorporates additional governance factors tailored to IT. Now we discuss about the 5 key factors. First is strategic alignment. Strategic alignment ensures that the IT strategy is closely integrated with the overall business's goals. This involves collaboration between IT leaders and business executives to ensure that the technology investments and the initiative directly support the company's long-term objective. Effective alignments enables IT to act as a driver for innovation and business's growth rather than just a support function. Second is value delivery. Value delivery focuses on ensuring that IT investments provide real and measurable benefits to the organization. This means it should contribute to improving operational efficiency, customer satisfaction, and the overall business's performance. The goal is to maximize the return on IT spending and ensuring that technology helps the organization achieve its strategic goal. Now, third is risk management. Okay, so in risk management, it involves identifying, evaluating, and mitigating risks associated with IT operations, including cybersecurity threats, data breaches, and system failures. It ensures that robust security frameworks, compliance measures, and disaster recovery plans are in a place to protect the organization from IT-related risks. Proactively managing these risks can prevent hostage disruptions and safeguard the company reputation. The fourth factor is resource management. Resource management is about efficiently utilizing its resources, including personal infrastructure and data. This ensures that the organization optimizes the use of its IT assets to reduce cost while maintaining operational effectiveness. It also involves human resource management, ensuring that IT teams have the skills and the tools they need to deliver value and support businesses. Fifth factor is performance measurement. Performance measurement ensures that its contribution to the business is regularly monitored and assessed through key performance indicators. This measurement allows the organization to track whether it is meeting its goals, delivering value, and operating efficiency. Regular reporting on IT performance enables continuous improvement and accountability, ensuring IT remains aligned with business needs. Now, the concept emphasizes that sustainable business success is not solely dependent on financial profit, but also on minimizing negative social and environmental impacts, which are equally critical to the well-being of the organization and society. Now, the first is board responsibility. And the heart of corporate governance is the board's responsibility for ensuring that the organization maintains its economic, environmental, and social well-being. The board is tasked with overseeing all strategic aspects and making sure that the success is measured holistically and not just by financial performance. Now, the second is the importance of balance. Achieving sustainability requires balances across all of the three bottom lines: economical, environmental, and social. A focus on only one aspect may jeopardize the others too. For example, prioritizing financial performance while neglecting environmental impact could lead to the reputational damage and long-term financial risk. More than financial focus, positive returns across all three bottom lines. Now, third is risk mitigation. One of the key advantages of the adopting a TBL approach is the reduction of risks, particularly in areas like regulatory intervention, reputation management, and social responsibility. Balanced approach reduces risk by integrating economic and environmental and social consideration into business strategy. Organization can anticipate potential regulatory, reputation, and financial risks. Now, fourth is IT governance as a critical aspect in corporate sustainability. In this digital age, IT governance plays a vital role in surrounding the triple bottom line and ensuring an organization's long-term sustainability. The King3 report highlights the importance of IT governance in achieving sustainable business successes. IT governance ensures that the technology aligns with business goals, minimize risks, and delivers value across the board.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Usama Javed. I'm going to present the what factor and how factor in IT governance. What factor outline 5 essential focus area for effective IT governance. Strategic alignment, ensuring that IT strategies align with business goals to drive organizational success. Value delivery, maximizing the value generated from IT investments and ensuring that project deliver expected benefits. Third one is risk management, identifying, assessing, and mitigating IT-related risk to safeguard the organization. Resource management, optimizing the use of IT resources, including human capital, technology, and budgets to enhance efficiency. Performance measurement, establishing metrics and KPIs to evaluate IT performance and its contribution to business objectives. So, additionally, the Penta bottom line concept served as a macro guideline for boards, highlighting the interconnectedness of these focus areas. By prioritizing these elements, board can effectively fulfill their IT governance responsibility and drive overall organizational success. Next is the how factor. How factor addresses the crucial gap between IT executive expertise and the board understanding of IT. Underscoring the board's unlimited accountability for IT performances, it discussed the formation of specialized committee for IT oversight, including audit committee, risk management committee, IT oversight committee. Audit committee is responsible for overseeing financial reports, internal controls, and compliance with regularly required requirements. And risk management committee focuses on identifying, assessing, and mitigating risk access across the organization. IT Oversight Committee is especially tasked with overseeing IT governance and ensuring alignment between IT initiatives and business objectives. So, the composition and role of IT Oversight Committee are particularly emphasized was the question of whether Chief Information Officer
should hold more positions. Overall, uh, this stress on the structured approach to IT governance at board level, inclusion of IT savvy individual in board decisions, clear assignment of IT governance responsibility, regular board engagement with IT issues. This set the stage for the next discussion, how IT governance should be effectively implemented, and will be explored by my classmates soon. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sawan Kumar and I'm a member of Group 36 Melbourne. I will carry on from the how factor. So this paragraph discusses IT governance and its important in organizations. The key points discussed are that the IT governance approaches vary depending upon the organization's need and reliance over it. The paper further discusses about the strategic impact grid that was developed by Nolan and McFarlane in 2005. And this grid actually helps organizations determine their IT governance strategy. So the two main strategies that are identified by this grid is that there's a defensive strategy and there's an offensive strategy. In defensive strategy, it actually focuses on the operational reliability, whereas the offensive strategy focuses on strategic issues and competitiveness. So further down, they have also explained that there are 4 modes of IT operation, and these modes are, the first one is the support mode, the second one is the factory mode, the third one is the turnaround mode, and the fourth one is the strategic mode. So just to clarify on these modes, the support mode is one where is a low need for a reliable system, and there's a strategic IT. Well, in factory mode, there's a high need for a reliable system. However, there's a low need for cutting-edge technology. In turnaround mode, there's a high investment in new technology and no need for reliability, whereas in strategic mode, there's a high need for reliability and an aggressive pursuit of competitive advantage is recommended. Now, the level of board involvement in IT governance, that also depends on the organization's mode of operations as suggested by this paper. The paper reading further suggests that there's a different of the committees that they have identified is the audit committee and the oversight committee. So basically, the audit committee would be there for supported factory modes, whereas the oversight committee would be there for turnaround mode and strategic mode. The paper also suggests that for IT governance, there should be a reporting frequency. And again, this reporting frequency to the board varies depending on the IT operation. So that is to say that the reporting frequency could be annually to at least quarterly. So as I have previously stated, the 4 modes of operations that for supporting mode could be annually, for factory mode it could be every 3 to 6 months, for turnaround mode it could be every 3 months, and for strategic at least every 3 months. Now, the study basically states that a successful IT governance can be classified as one as well. Now, moving on to the findings. The findings says that there are 5 support areas or key focus areas for IT governance, and these were obviously discussed by it was the previous presenter. And these 5 focus areas which he discussed about was on the strategic alignment. He also spoke about value delivery. He spoke about risk management, resource management, and also performance management. In performance management, he briefly spoke, though, the paper further suggested that different board committees structures based on organization strategic mode, as I have just explained, which were the audit committee and the oversight committee, they could actually assist with ID governance. And further, the paper also recommends that very frequency of board reporting based on ID governance mode would further strengthen the ID governance. Now, today, it is suggested by the paper that there is a framework that is offered through this reading, and this framework offers a very comprehensive guide for boards to learn about and execute IT governance effectively and efficiently. It provides a versatile approach, which is suitable to organization sizes and industries, and they actually address the crucial and important. This is all from our group tonight, and we thank you for watching.